What's up guys, it is Shot Down here today with a video on 10 tips and tricks for search and destroy. So these are in no particular order, but the first one we are going to start off with is rush routes. So when we're talking rushing and rush routes, I'm not talking about rushing around the map trying to kill everybody. In search and destroy, what I'm talking about is getting to a prime position at the start of the round. So for our first example here, I got a clip on vacant. As you can see, this one I popped my daddy and I run and I slide around that corner before they can see me. Sure, some of them saw me, but maybe just out of the corner of their eye. And so this one just happened to be where there was guys, so I ended up obviously rushing around and killing them. But it was that initial prime position around getting through that doorway and into that side hall where they're not going to expect me to be. So here we have another clip on hard hat. What I end up doing here for position is I get past the bomb here and try and get as close to them to where they don't expect it almost. Sure, you kind of expect it, but not all the time on this spot on hard hat. But as you can see there, pop off those 2 kills, get a third one. So the next tip we're going to be talking about here is cover. So one of the key things to avoid getting killed is cover. Now when we're in a gunfight, we want to expose the least of ourselves to the enemy player, so that's harder for them to kill us. As you can see in this clip, this guy starts shooting at me, so I get my back behind the logs there. And see, I hop on the other side to peek him, because I know that there's guys on the other side of me. And now I hear that guy, get my cover, boom. Now this is a prime example of cover. I want you to pay attention to this. It happens really fast, but I'm only peeking half of my body, and right when he hits me, I get behind there, and I just so happen to pull a little left on him and get around him. But he was covered behind that pole until I flicked around. But right when he hit me, I dipped. And what you can do sometimes is, instead of running around like I did, is you could peek it again, but just in this scenario, he happened to be behind cover and reloading, and definitely not expecting that. So here's another clip on cover. This one I just so happened to potato all my shots and need to reload. So what I end up doing here is I lay down here, because I know he can't see me if I lay down, and then I use that cover to get beside him and knife him while he's reloading. So for the next topic here, we're going to be talking about footsteps. Now footsteps are definitely a key feature in the game, and especially in search and destroy, because it's an easy way to either get killed or kill someone. And in here, I ended up getting the kill because I heard this guy's footsteps behind me. Right there I heard him on the wood, and so I knifed this guy and I lay down, turn around, kill him. That's all because I heard that footstep. If it wasn't for that, I definitely would have died. Now, if you're going to be playing Search and Destroy, please, for the love of everyone on your team, wear a headset. I cannot stress this enough when people can't hear anything, and it just blows my mind. Now, one thing you can do is you can go into your settings and you can change your audio to boost high. This makes it slightly easier to hear footsteps, and definitely don't be rushing around like an elephant, just laying them feet on the ground, because people will hear you and kill you. Sometimes you definitely need to crouch walk and be more stealth. For the next one here, we're talking playing the clock. Now this one really makes me mad when you watch an average search and destroy player lose the round, because they lose the round when they could have won because they didn't play the clock. And what I mean by playing the clock is, say there's 30 seconds left and you're defending, you don't have to go for the kill. Sure, you can kill the guy and the round, but then that gives them a better chance of winning. They have to plant. If you're defending, you can just pick a bomb, watch it. If they're not going to plant, you'll win their round. Don't go rushing them. Even if you know where they are and they're around a corner, or if you're in the middle of a gun battle, you can just back out in the last couple seconds and win by the clock. But then that brings it to the other side, is when you're planting, you can't wait it out. You have to get the bomb down. So you have to play more aggressive if you haven't planted the bomb. So sometimes if you know where they are, definitely go for the kill. And other times it's better to try and get the bomb down. It's all dependent on the situation. And now another thing is when you're watching the bomb, when you do have it planted, you don't have to constantly be checking it. But one thing I hate, and I really take advantage of in my ninja defuse videos, is people plant the bomb and they'll run away. You have to at least check the bomb every 5 seconds. And that's, if you don't know, because it takes exactly 5 seconds to defuse the bomb. So if you're checking every 5 seconds, you should be good. But definitely don't plant the bomb and run away. Because if you've watched any of my ninja defuse videos, it can end in a lost round and you can get humiliated. But it's funny if you're on the other end.
All in a good day's work.
And now this brings me to my next topic, which is planting the bomb. Specifically the position you plant the bomb. People don't realize this, but it can actually determine whether you're going to win the round or not. If it's unless you're running out of time, never try and risk planting the bomb where you have to hide in a corner and plant it, or hide behind cover and plant it, because then it's going to make it harder to watch. If it's like 6 of you guys, or like there's a couple of you and you're protected while planting the bomb, plant the bomb in the most open spot you can, because that gives you more lines of sight to see the bomb and makes it way easier to defend. Because the worst thing that can happen is they lay down right where you planted the bomb behind cover and start defusing it, and you have to run from the other side of the map where you have a sight line, and they get to defuse because you can't see the bomb. That's the worst thing. But if you're running out of time, like say you have 5 seconds left or 10 seconds left, it doesn't matter, do what you can to win the round. But if you have the time, plant the bomb in an open position. And now this brings us to watching the bomb. We slightly covered parts of it with planting position and waiting out the time, but if with planting position, plant it in the spot that gives you the most sight lines, and then for watching the bomb, go find cover, go find some spot as far away as possible if you have a sniper or a long range weapon, and just watch it. You'll be fine. Find a spot where no one will expect you to be, where you can still see the bomb, but always have your eyes on the bomb. And obviously, if you need to, you can look away for 5 seconds, but never more, because someone could slip in there and just defuse it. But yeah, watch the bomb. There's a lot of good sight lines that people don't know of, especially Cheshire Park on B-bomb. There's good sight line, lots of maps. For the next topic here, we're going to be talking about specialists. Now this one ties into our previous topic on footsteps, for the main reason being that if you're playing search, you should be running dead silence, like no questions asked. It is the best specialist to run in search and destroy. If I see you with a tactical insertion, I'm leaving the lobby. Like, it is, I've seen too many people use, like, what are you even doing with a tactical insertion in search and destroy? Like, you have to be so dumb. But going back to dead silence, in this game, because of your elephant-sized footsteps, you can't rush around without being heard, or someone camping behind the corner with 725 and just waiting for you to come around the corner. So definitely be running dead silence. It just makes a huge difference, and it gives you those opportunities to rush and get behind people, whatnot. But if you're running in a squad, it's underrated to use the recon drone. The recon drone is so underrated, because no matter what perks you have, you can still see where someone is. If someone has, I think it's cold-blooded, you can't mark them for your team to see, but you can still call them out. So if you're running a 6-man, 5-man, 4-man, whatever, definitely have one person with the recon drone, because it can give you an easy round. And if you watch some of my videos, you might have seen throwing C4 on a recon drone, flying around, and then getting your teammate to blow it up and getting a little cheeky kill. That's always fun. And now, number 8, we're going to talk callouts. This definitely ties in with using a recon drone, but callouts are just, if you're not running callouts, like, what are you even doing? Callouts are a key part of search and destroy. You get killed, call that man out. You see a guy, call him out. knowing where people are, it's just huge. If you don't have a mic on and you're not calling people out, you're hurting your team. For the next tip, we're going to be talking about wall banging. Now, a lot of structures in this game are easy to shoot through, like there's a lot of wood and whatnot. You can really use that to your advantage if someone's peeking a window and you're shooting at them and then they duck behind the side of it or something, just spray right through the wall, kind of try and guess where they are. Sometimes you'll get the kill and whatnot, sometimes you won't, but like in this clip right here, you see I keep shooting at that door because I know he's going to try and run away, and I get that kill. Definitely helps, and it's something you should do. There's even certain windows on some maps that are right next to a camping spot and they're just boarded up with wood. Your bullets will go straight through that, and a lot of the times you will be able to just pop a guy that's camping behind a corner or something on a bomb. Yeah. And then right there you saw me pop that snapshot. Snapshots are really good for wall banging because, you know, just points out where they are. There's a lot of clips in this video where you can see me wall banging people just because of a snapshot, giving away their position. Those are really handy. Now, another little tip to getting a little man advantage at the start of the round is definitely exploding vehicles. On Piccadilly, I use this every single planting round. I go right through mid buses and blow up that Jeep on the other side. I almost every single game, I guarantee you, I at least get one kill from it. Some rounds you'll get double kills from it. Like, it's just easy kills, and sometimes kids don't realize and they just keep going in the same spot. There's also the one on St. Petrograd. That car you can nade. Definitely blowing up vehicles, using that to your advantage. There's even little gas cans around the map. Just recently I've started using those to my advantage. If I have a guy wounded or something, he ducks behind cover, blow up a gas can next to him, he's dead. You know, there's lots of explosives around the map that you can use to your advantage. No, I hope you learned some things and enjoyed this video. It's definitely a little different for me, so there's definitely some errors. I haven't really done a video like this, but if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe and like the video. Maybe check out some of my other videos too. There's some cool stuff, especially with slug shotguns and ninja diffuses, even some sniping videos. But yeah, I'll be sure to make some more videos like this if there's a lot of views or a lot of likes and comments. Yeah, have a good one.